What's up, this is Square2440 with a Farming Simulator 17 mod review, and today we'll be taking a look at a camera car, a few trucks, and some trailers. So up first, we'll be taking a look at the Lizard Road Rage, which was converted into a camera car. This thing looks pretty cool. It does come with the blacked out car, blacked out wheels, and this thing looks pretty cool. It does have weight on the back to kind of offset the weight of the camera, but take a look at that. I mean, this is very interesting, and I haven't seen anything like this before, so this is pretty epic, and it's like the similar Road Rage, just having this on top. So we'll hop in this. It does go 101 miles per hour, and there is a light up top. All the lights do work on this vehicle, which is pretty cool. Now, the inside view is the same, and everything works like that. Now, when you kind of go to this view, it's the second view after. But look at that, you can move around, and this would actually be pretty epic for some rolling shots of some pretty cool trucks and everything like that. So as you guys go up, look at that. The weight, that's actually very high, and it's also very interesting how you could do this. And there is a light at the very top when you do turn them all on, and look at that. I mean, you could go all the way around, and like I was saying, this is a one-of-a-kind vehicle, and I'm very excited for it to be in this game. Now this kind of does turn and it does tilt, so that's pretty epic. So we'll take this for a spin. It does handle really good actually, just like it did just with this extra piece on. But this thing, let me know down below in the comments, guys, what should we do with this vehicle? I think it'll be pretty cool to do something cool with it. So let me know your thoughts, and all the links to all of these mods will be in the description. And what I did notice is the engine sound on this truck isn't that loud, which could be pretty good when you just want to hear like the vehicle you're kind of capturing. So up next, we have this cab over dump truck. This thing looks pretty cool. It is a awesome looking truck. You guys can see it's comma 3, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Very awesome cab cover over the dump bed, and this thing looks pretty cool. And it does come with a dump trailer right over here, very similar, but it looks awesome. So we'll hop on the inside here. Now this goes 68 miles per hour. You guys can see that you could change the side it tips on, take the cover off. That actually looks pretty cool. You guys can see every place it kind of connects, and you can unload it. Let's see how it unloads. And then if you change the tilt, it should be the right, and then you have a left. So you can only do right or left, not really in the back, and it does dump. And it goes 68 miles per hour. All the lights do work, reverse lights. Look at those lights on the side. That looks awesome. Now on the interior view, working gauges and working mirrors. So I mean, this is overall a really nice view, and it has 3 seats in here, so that's pretty nice. And before we take this for a spin, we'll just attach to the trailer that it comes with. Now the trailer has a very similar lights, even an extra spare tire, which is pretty cool. So same everything. That actually looks awesome, this setup right here. We'll take it for a spin. It does handle pretty nicely, and it does kind of lean into the turn. While at high rates of speeds, you do have to watch out to not roll this vehicle over. Next up, we have a very interesting truck. This truck is a moving truck. It looks pretty cool. It does have 2 sets of axles in the back, a lot of storage down here, and this thing looks awesome, and it is a Freightliner. And when I was kind of testing this out, the back doors do not open, and there is actually a collision, so it's kind of good even if those doors do not open. But we'll test out the lights. All the lights do work. It does, let's see, it does have reverse lights and everything like that. And like I was saying, the doors, I do not know how they open or if they do open. Yeah, it looks like from what I'm looking at, they do not open, which is still fine. The inside view looks amazing. It looks nice, but there can always be some more detail added. And this thing handles pretty nicely, and it does have a backup camera. It's pretty fast for a pretty large box truck, and this thing overall looks very cool. So we'll kind of pull in here, and I think that once we kind of get the back doors working on this truck, this thing would look awesome. Now up next, we'll be taking a look at 2 trailers here which are used on the farm. Now this first one right here, it's a trailer that moves fertilizer, so instead of moving the fertilizer sprayer off the farm field, you just kind of bring this right over to it and fill it up with. And then this one is for grain, and this one is a gooseneck. This is a bumper post. So we'll take a look at both of them, but this has a lot of axles, and this thing just looks pretty cool. So we do have the in-game semi-truck right here, so we'll back up and attach. Now, like I was saying, these are going to be very useful, and I think we'll be doing like an American style farm, which will look awesome. So this one actually does not have a hitch on it, so we'll actually probably use a dump truck for that. But we'll kind of back up to this and take a look. Now, does it attach? And if you switch to the keyboard here, you can put the pipe out, and it will actually extend out over. That way it's not really hanging over. You could close the cover, and it does look like have a brake lights, and that looks pretty cool, turning signals. So we'll kind of put the pipe in, and this looks awesome. So overall, very interesting and a pretty nicely designed one. So I think we'll hop in this dump truck to kind of test out that trailer, because I purchased that truck without the extra hitch on the bumper post. So we'll back up to this one, and this one looks pretty cool. So I'm not sure if this will be able to attach. We'll take a look. Yeah, so it looks like we are unable to attach to this, but it looks like this only does have the same, very similar lights, and this holds just above 11,000, so that's pretty good, and then this holds a lot. Now finally, guys, we'll be taking a look at this. I did a review on the fence pack for this, but then they released this. I mean, this is pretty interesting. You can open the gate and look at that. So we'll kind of open it, and that looks pretty epic. Look at it, actually goes up pretty fast. Then you could walk up to the door and look at that. I mean, there's a guy in there, so this will be pretty cool. I think we'll be using it maybe for like a construction site that's fenced off. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's mod review. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.